And hello, everyone, and welcome back to our Senate analysis videos and gubernatorial analysis videos. But this is a senatorial analysis video where we take a look at the Senate races going on across America this year in 2026. And I give my thoughts and analysis on the races. And today we are looking at the land of enchantment, the state of New Mexico, a seat currently held by the Democratic Party and Senator Ben Ray Lujan. And Senator Lujan is completing his first term. In 2020, Senator Lujan was elected with a margin of victory of just over 6%. And that margin of victory surprised a lot of people because it was lower than Joe Biden's margin of victory in New Mexico of 10%. It was an open seat. The Democrats ran Lujan, and the Republicans had a candidate that shocked a lot of people with his performance, a former meteorologist from the Albuquerque area. And the margin of victory raised a lot of people's eyes. Um, and they were surprised at how well the Republican did. Even though Lujan was the winner, the margin of victory was a little bit of concern for Democrats. In 2024, Kamala Harris's margin of victory was a solid 6% in New Mexico. Donald Trump and the Republicans did make an effort in New Mexico, not as much as they made in the swing states, but they did play for New Mexico. But Harris was the eventual winner, carrying on a trend of Democrats winning the state since 2008. George W. Bush won New Mexico in 2004 after losing by less than 200 votes in 2000. Scott Jennings of CNN fame apparently was the Bush coordinator on New Mexico and spent apparently 2 years in the state and was ultimately successful in flipping New Hampshire to the Republican column. But since 2008, Democrats have won the state in every cycle. As I mentioned previously, Joe Biden won by 10%, almost 11% in 2020. Let's take a look at the two nominees. The Democratic nominee is the current incumbent Senator Ben Ray Lujan. Senator Lujan has been a fairly typical standard Democrat in the Senate, voting very much largely with the party. There have been a few issues in which he diverged from the party line, most notably voting against a fracking ban in 2021. So he was, you know, there's a lot of jobs in energy in New Mexico, and Lujan obviously votes with those concerns in mind. Um, Lujan has been, when he was in the House, was in leadership. So he is very much and I don't say this negatively, a member of the establishment. Um, Unfortunately, Mr. Lujan suffered a stroke early in his Senate term. He has made a recovery and continues to serve, but he did suffer a minor stroke early in his Senate term. Um, the Republican nominee. Originally, the Republicans' first choice was disqualified from the ballot after the filing deadline, and it looked like Republicans would not have a nominee. But New Mexico allows write-in candidates in primaries, unlike some other states, and the necessary amount of Republican voters wrote in a gentleman by the name of Larry Marker, and he is the Republican nominee for Senate. He's an oil and gas executive. How do I? So, what was the split in the primary on votes? 87% cast votes in the Senate primary for Democratic candidates. And on the Republican side, it's about 12%. How do I think this is going to go? Look, the Republicans, up until the primary and this write-in campaign, didn't even have a candidate. And the Republican Party of New Mexico is in disarray. It's a fairly typically blue state in an elections cycle that favors Democrats. I don't know if you've been paying attention to the polls in the national environment, but Republicans are doing horribly right now. And it is a 6-year midterm for Donald Trump, and 6-year midterms are always worse than the first midterm for the party of the president. So Republicans are going to do terrible, and I think that Senator Luján is very much on the path to a comfortable reelection campaign. So that's my belief on how it's going to turn out. Senator Luján will win a comfortable reelection, and in my opinion, he's going to increase significantly his 6% victory from 2020 in 2026, and he will begin a second term in the United States Senate. It would take a significant national development and a development specifically in this race concerning the senator for him to not win re-election. So that's my belief on how things are going to turn out. I know I have been a little slower than usual in getting these videos out to you as I have been in past cycles. I apologize for that. And we're going to pick up the pace because we have added the additional strain this year of gubernatorial races. Um, we're gonna we're gonna get on that, and so we'll pick those up. There's some races that will be coming out in the next few days and weeks to come. Please do this. Please like the video. Please comment. Please share. And if you have not yet, please subscribe. It's free. I'll never charge for this stuff. I enjoy doing it, even if no one's watching. But I hope people are watching. So, thank you all to those who have watched and are watching. I'll see you in the future.